Guys, the Allfather here with our next war recap. This is the second one of the new year on our new 3-time-a-week war schedule. And unfortunately, as usually happens, especially midweek, we had server maintenance or some garbage like that. And of course, for some reason, they can't seem to figure out how to keep replays when they do that, which that's a whole nother story. But we're left with basically only a handful of 3-star attacks from the end of the war, which is fine. When that happens, usually I like to just go into a little more detail on those attacks and kind of telestrate a few more things. So that's what we'll do this time. You can see the result, unfortunately, is a defeat as a result of the new tiebreaker rules, 67-67, but total destruction, they beat us by over 5%. And so, you know, not really close there. We had even stars, but they had a lot better. We had a few that barely scraped 50%. And so, sorry about that. Force of habit going anytime I hit return home, start collecting loot. I'm sure you've all done that. We'll go ahead and take a look at the war map there, and you'll see just not a lot of 3 stars there. One on number 4, and then not again till number 10. And so we've done better. We were down a few of our bigger hitters, and so that's all right. We put up a good fight, and we'll take a look at some of the successful 3-star attacks. I believe we have 3 of them that are still in there. And one thing, if you look at the war stats, you see biggest problem there was the attacks lost. You see 4 of them. That's not typical for us, and if it is, it's usually our lower level guys. Unfortunately, this time 3 of those lost attacks, which is another word for 0 stars, is 3 of the 4 were in our top 11 players. So no good there. Need to come up with better attack strategies there and get at least 2 stars and preferably 3. But we'll go ahead and take a look at a couple of the good attacks here towards the end of the war. We have number 2 Ray here going against number 12 Marcel. And we'll go ahead and pause this just a second, take a look at the army composition, and quick scout of the base. You'll see it's low level on the air defense, so it would have been a good air raid also. He's going with a GoHo. Low level air defense, accessible queen, expos down. So good air attack. Also a good GoHo attack, because if you take a look at this base here, pretty much the only place your giant bombs can be, and Tesla's obviously is right there. So it's a little bit of a southern teaser style base, and a lot of the firepower is concentrated right there. And the biggest issue with these kind of bases is the backside. And you see all the walled compartments there and a ton of point defenses. And so the idea here is basically to get through that core area where the heroes are, all the Teslas and giant bombs are, get that taken out with just a lower level kill squad, cold-blooded GoWe or something like that with the heroes, and get them raged up, take that little bottom compartment out, and then send the hogs in at a 90-degree angle either here, or both in the case that we see here. So go ahead and take a look at how Ray went ahead and did it. Really good army composition. It's got enough DPS with the wizards and the heroes to make it into that core and then some. Not sure what he's trying to accomplish there. It's obviously a lot longer distance there to lure from there than it would be from over here. And there he goes, finally figured it out, lured from the top side there. And 5 loons, 5 or 6 loons, however many are in there, pop out, which easily taken care of by the poison spell. Just about missed that last loon. It doesn't look like it's baking, but it's actually in it. You know, I say it all the time, it's the shadows, it's not the top of the balloon, so, you know, always drop that a little lower than you think you might need to, but barely catches the edge of that balloon and it goes down, so he doesn't have to worry about clan castle troops. And now he's got his cold-blooded golems going in, and nice wizard funnels on the outside, just going to drive everything right to that bottom compartment. Wall breakers bust in on the left. Everything's going to redirect. Wizards go ahead and take care of the BK quickly, so that works out nicely. Queen is trying to hang out over that wall, but she'll jump. There she does. BK is going to go ahead and lock onto her. Level 1 Queen takes about 1 hit. She's down. Rage into the core is going to get everything up to the town hall, and he's good to go. Now, once they get the town hall down and they're stalling out at the walls, it's time for the hogs. And there you see he comes in with the hogs right there. Probably would have been better to start them down on the cannon, but they end up redirecting anyway. And as they start approaching, the X-bow is probably one of the most dangerous things for the hogs other than giant bombs. Just because of the range, especially with the ground, it takes a long time to get to him. So he actually splits his hogs into 2 packs, which normally can be a little bit dangerous, and I wouldn't always recommend. Got to pre-heal that potential giant bomb spot there. But he does end up going ahead and getting away with it because I don't even think it was maxed out, and it was a single, so it got kind of lucky there. You got to be able to pre-heal any spot that's going to be a giant bomb. But again, I don't mind the splitting of the hogs because of the fact those ground expos have such a long range that it's good to get him taken out quickly, which he does. All the defenses go down, and his hogs go in and do all the cleanup. And a couple wizards that he saved back looks like to help with the cleanup, and everything's kind of working around on both sides, top, left, bottom, right, and everywhere, and they finally finish it off. So really nice job there on really good army comp for that base. Kind of that southern teaser style that you see at Town Hall 9, only this one was compartmentalized with the walls. Next we have number 7 Nico going against number 11 Fabio Benjamin. And he is also bringing a GoWeHo, only he's adding the witches, so he's got the GoWeWeHo. And we tried a couple attempts, or at least one attempt at this with an air attack. Didn't go so well, so he brings the ground attack, which ends up working out pretty well because we knew that we had quad Teslas in the core. Even though that replay got wiped out, we remembered it. So there's quad Teslas in the core. And what that does is leaves us with a little problem with that little tool there, but potential giant bomb locations. So going with the Go, he's got to deal with giant bombs there, and then wherever else they may be. We notice a suspicious looking area here and a suspicious looking area here and also right here. And so you see he brought 4 barbs, and the purpose of that was supposed to be to trip the Teslas just to make sure it was quad Teslas, test those areas out in the open there, and then send in a couple of test hogs into both of these areas. Ends up not sending it into this area and trips that giant bomb with his hogs and almost loses them. So that was a little bit of a mistake there. Does pre-trip this one here. That's a good job with that. And then kill squad at the queen side, of course, and brings his hogs in at that 90-degree angle. So let's go ahead and see how that works out. So again, he brought those 4 barbs. Those 4 barbs were supposed to be for tripping stuff, and he didn't even use them. So probably only needed 1 hog there to scout that giant bomb because he ends up losing 2. I would have done 1 there and 1 on that other spot. Instead, he sends 2 there and not at the other spot, leaving that potential giant bomb location. Drags him out to the edge there. Drops the poison. The poison doesn't get that last wizard there. You know, if your kill squad's going to get it, fine, but you could probably drop another archer there and just pull that last wizard into the poison spell. It'd be definitely a cheap kill on that wizard, but goes ahead with his cold-blooded go portion, creates his wizard funnel there, and they're tanked for everything. Queen actually jumps the wall despite how far in she's being, and the BK is going to go ahead and latch onto her and take her down with a couple swings. Nice spread on the golems is tanking all those exterior defenses. The witch skellies are also providing additional distraction. And there was 1 wizard that he did not get out on the lure, which is fine. But now we want to start paying attention to the hogs and where he drops them and how that works. They should be coming in any moment now. Here they go. And notice right where they're going. Oh, look, they're going over that giant bomb spot that he didn't pre-trip. And look at their health. Luckily, they were focused on the golem, the defenses were, and so his hogs were able to get into that heal spell and get back up to full health. But that was a mistake there, not pre-tripping that spot, which was pretty obvious. Second giant bomb location. Does recover nicely. He's got 3 heal spells. Perfect drops on those 3 heal spells to recover and get through it. Poison spells right where it needs to be to take the ground skellies out. And from here, he's got it. He's already got his wizards doing cleanup on the outsides. Golems are kind of stuck on the wall on the top side. That kind of sucks. So is the queen. Some of your 2 best troops, and they're just hanging out where there's nothing going on. But queen goes ahead and latches onto the town hall. That'll apparently be her responsibility. And king is down. Cleanup's almost complete. Queen takes out the town hall. Hogs and Wizards take out the remaining buildings, and the rest is just races to builder huts in the corner. And so, nice job, good idea, good strategy, and a couple of things you could tweak just to make it a little better, but overall, really nice job. And the last one we have, the third one out of the three that we have, is Clash with Aiden. And we're just going to take a look at this. Max Town Hall 8, max air defenses. He's just going to do a pretty simple dragon snipe using a Lightquake spell combination. And so go ahead and see that he drops his cutters there to start the funnel. Then he does his Lightquake on the AD. I really like to get the spells out of the way right from the beginning. He wanted to get his funnel started and then move to that. It's a time-saving issue of a second or two, but like to get those spells out of the way right away since you already know which one you're going to quake. Just get it done. And you'll see BK now, while the dragons are funneling in the bottom right, BK comes into the top. He pops the ability. What that allows him to do is get that balloon out of the clan castle. Now the balloon's out of the clan castle. He goes ahead and drops his hogs because everything's being distracted. And the heal spell gets them into that third air defense. And that's pretty much their job. They've done what they came to do. They did get a cannon also, which isn't really of any effect because it's an air raid, but now he's dismantled all of the air defenses and he's still got 6 or 7 dragons in the air, and they're just going to go ahead and finish it off. They do a nice spread, pretty even line across the base, brings a quake spell in there. Not really sure how effective that was. I would have probably gone with a poison spell to take out and slow down the clan castle dragon, but still obviously ends up working out. Really nice job. That 10 dragon Lightquake with either hogs or loons in the clan castle is pretty effective even with max Town Hall 8 for most base layouts. So ends up working out just fine. And like I said, that is pretty much all we have for this war recap. Unfortunately, all of our 3-star attacks came towards the beginning, last night, and not many after that. And so don't have a whole lot to show that's any good. But hey, you know what? That's okay. We haven't lost back-to-back in, I can't even remember. It has to be 8, 9, 10 months. And don't intend to start now. So we'll regroup and clobber the next opponent, which is right here in the current war against Fast and Furious BR. The match is decent. They've got some high-level heroes on top. But we have 78 war wins. They have 65. They're a level 6 clan. And if they've been warring always since the beginning of clan perks, might be good for us. So I think it'll be a good war, and I think we will go ahead and restart another winning streak. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you're not already, and don't forget to take a look at some of those other playlists that are available with some other attack strategy and theory crafting videos. Remember, you can also follow all the happenings with the clan on Twitter using the handle @ClashWithTaff. That's Clash with TAF on Twitter. Until next time, this is the Allfather signing out.